It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Brooklyn. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
Yeah, 1 pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Well, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end here. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. They run the counter. Rutherford. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
They'll set up a throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit, because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. And worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Logan.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A gain of 9 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Logan. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Back to throw again. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. That catch good for only a couple.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to break up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield, and oftentimes the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. 2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan.
Come on now.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Logan. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. One more go for this offense in the first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We begin up at Gillette Stadium. Mike Vrabel's guys in town to take on his former team from his playing days, New England. And it's the Titans with the lead in the second quarter of play. The Titans trying to hold on and claim victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they trail in that one to the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. The Texans knew a victory was necessary to have any shot, and they got it as they get it to 9-7 with 1 week to go. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, on the other side, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And able to get this out to the 25. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rutherford. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to save with his man there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Rutherford, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On 1st down, Rutherford. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. He'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Bisons have cut it back within a score.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had to feel it.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off down at the 2.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 18. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
They'll run on 1st down.
Rutherford, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Rutherford. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Rutherford. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. A good red zone run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
It's third down and goal to go.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up fourth down, fourth and goal. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And his kick is indeed good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Well, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not
That
mistaken.
does.
Correct.
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs. Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Second and 7.
They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Shoves him away. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. It's a big play there on third down.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Looking to throw. Touchdown! It's complete. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Bisons have retaken the lead.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. A drive there of just 4 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
He's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. Different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
They'll run on first down. Rutherford. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
We got this.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll keep it on the ground. Rutherford. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bisons are able to extend their lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that might just seal the deal here. It makes it a 2-score game with not a lot of time on the clock. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 9. A minute 54 on the clock. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 2nd and 1. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. And they will take a knee here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the home team here, they improved to 14-2 with still one game left to be played in this regular season.